So I get a lot of questions about people saying that, why is it that we don't know much about money? How come nobody taught us? The truth is that we learned actively or passively, most likely passively. There's one reason, right? So many of us feel confused, stuck, or even ashamed when it comes to money. It's not because we're lazy or we're bad with finances. It's because school didn't teach us how money actually works. The only time you probably saw dollar signs or naira signs or pound signs, it's maybe you were solving a math question or you went ahead to study finance. I have an MBA, right? I worked in banking industry for over a decade, and still I had to learn a lot of things that I thought I knew about money. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 6 money lessons that school never taught us, but honestly, they should have. Let's get into it. The first thing that school should have taught us about money is that time is not equal to money. No. Most of us were taught to believe that to earn more, you had to work more. But here's the hard truth. You will never build wealth by trading time for money alone. Let's say you earn $20 an hour. Even if you work 40 hours a week, 52 weeks in a year, for 25 years, you still won't hit $1 million, especially after taxes and expenses. Now compare that with people who build businesses, invest in real estate, and put money into the stock market. Their money makes more money. Now, wealthy people don't just work harder. They build systems, assets. That's things that pay them even while they're sleeping or they're on vacation. So next time you see a rich person on vacation on Instagram, don't just envy them that they are resting. Envy the fact that they are resting and their money is making money for them. If your only income comes from your job, you're not financially free, you're financially active. The second lesson that I think schools should have taught us is that recession equals opportunities. What typically happens when the market dips or the economy slows down, people begin to panic. But do you know what the rich do? They just invest. They don't panic. They don't pull out their investments. Why? Because during a recession, everything is cheaper. Stocks, properties, businesses, you name it. And the truth about the stock market is that almost all the time it bounces back. So when the market bounces back, they ride up that wave while everybody is holding tight to their savings and hoping for a recovery. You don't need a lot of money to start investing. Even small amount done consistently can make the difference over time. The lesson here is don't be afraid of downturns. Be prepared to act when others are frozen. So debt is not evil. Having debt is not evil. School and I think culture, African culture, made debt sound like a monster under the bed, right? Yes, but debt is not a bad thing. It is bad debt that is a bad thing, for real. But not all debt are bad. Like rich people, Beyonce, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, they all use debt, but not to buy shoes or go on vacations or celebrate their 40th birthday. They don't do that. They use debt to buy assets, to buy assets like property, businesses, investments. That's what's called leverage. So the key question isn't, is this debt? The question you should be asking yourself is, will this debt make me more money or will it take more money from me? Learning to use good debt is a major step in building wealth. The fourth thing is really crucial. We're trained to stay workers. Like, let's be honest, school trained us to follow instructions, to pass exams, and to get jobs. It didn't teach us how to manage our money. It didn't teach us how to start businesses. It didn't teach us how to invest or even understand taxes. Like school didn't teach us. Even for people who read business in school, their personal taxes still suffer. They don't know how to handle it. For me, in my opinion, that wasn't by accident. We were raised to be workers, not wealth builders. That's why so many of us struggle when we start adulting. We're financially illiterate, even if we're educated. Not because we're not smart, but simply because we were never taught. And that's why videos like this actually matters. So another lesson that we weren't taught in school is about social proof. That social proof will actually keep you broke. If you're a normal person, you've probably felt the pressure to look like you're doing well. At some point in your life, you probably felt it. I have felt it. To have that expensive bag, to drive that flashy car, to go on a luxury vacation. Yeah, that's called social proof. It is draining your money. We scroll through Instagram thinking that everybody else has it together, but most people are actually faking it or financing it with credit cards. There is nothing wrong with enjoying nice things, don't get me wrong, but it should never come at the cost of your peace. It should never come at the cost of your goals or your future. This is one lesson I have taken for myself in my life. I will choose quiet wealth over loud debt anytime. I mean, number 6 of what I think we should have been taught in school that we weren't taught is that we can actually beat the tax system legally. Not illegal tax evasion. I'm talking about understanding the taxes and taking the opportunities that it presents. Let's talk taxes. It's the single biggest expense in your life, yet most people know nothing about it. Guess what? The wealthy people actually do. What do? They use legal strategies. Tax advantage accounts like the TFSA or RSP in Canada, or the Roth IRA or 401k in the US, and I know that in the UK they have several types of that, like an ISA. They've used business deductions, real estate write-offs, yeah. Even if you're an employee, you can actually reduce your taxable income just by learning how the system works. Knowledge in taxes is equal to savings in your pocket. And if you're an employee, just matching your employer's contribution is a forced saving and is a way to reduce your taxable income. So I hope this video gave you a new way to think about money, especially if you're trying to rebuild, restart, or break generational patterns. You can share this with your children or explain this to your children. Schools still don't teach personal finance. I don't know any school that does at the moment. So it is our job as parents, as aunties and uncles, as guardians, to actually begin to teach our children these things that we weren't taught. So let me know in the comments which of these lessons actually hit you the hardest, or better yet, what's one money lesson you wish you were taught in school? If you want more content like this, hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks for hanging out with me today. See you in the next week.